Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Bridge 258, here to give you the latest Chelsea preview in regards to Chelsea versus Fulham, Monday 8 PM. Here we go. So, let's start with, I think, the Fulham side of the equation. In the last 5 games, Fulham have only won once, drawn twice, and lost twice. In their last game, I believe they actually lost too. So the last game they played, they lost. Oh no, sorry, I think they won, didn't they? Let me just have a double check on that one. Yeah, no, they lost. I was pretty much sure of that one. Fulham lost obviously their last game, and at the end of the day, you know, Fulham side is quite talented. Yes, they may not have Mitrovic anymore up front, but they still have the they still have Raul from what's it called? Raul Jimenez from Wolves previously. Yes, he may not be a good striker, necessarily scoring goals, but I think his interconnecting play is quite decent. Obviously, they got Decordova-Reid, who's been very good, been quite a good scorer for them as well. They got Paulinho in the midfield, which is going to be a very good midfield battle between Paulinho and possibly Caicedo, Enzo, and maybe Ugochukwu if he plays, or even the Gallagher if he plays too. So there's that too to discuss. So obviously they've got good players there. Iwobi obviously is available now and there to play for them too, who they brought from Everton, who's a very good midfield and particularly in the attacking phase as well, quite a good player there too. In terms of defense, they've got an alright defense in my opinion. Diop is a good player. Obviously they've got the former Arsenal goalkeeper there. He's alright, but that's it. But at the end of the day, they play good football. Marco Silva plays good football there. He knows how to play the game. Obviously, it was quite hard for us actually when we faced them. If you guys remember, back in pre-season, when I think it was in Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken, right, where they were playing a really good mid-block football, and it was very hard for the team to really break them down. So again, they can play that sort of play. They know how to play the game. But again, last season they beat us. If you remember, that was a João Felix red card. Right? If you guys remember his first game, they've got the play. They've got the players to do that. They've got that power to that too. So again, it's this type of game where Chelsea need to be on the front foot here. Need to make sure that they're aware about their surroundings. So at the end of the day, they've got some good wingers. Obviously, Willian is playing for them too as well. Who we all know what he can do, and he was cooking us last time. So listen, man, you never know. When these ex-Chelsea players, when they love to come to Chelsea, they like to do an extra bit of work and everything. So it is what it is. That's all I'll say to that one still. But I think again at the end of the day, the Fulham side, they obviously haven't won in a while. Their last win I think was like 4 games ago. So we're taking a team here that's really just a mid-table side at the end of the day. So that's the type of team we're facing. Mid-table side who's got a good manager. They've got a very good few quality players too, and average players as well at the end of the day. But they can play their football. They know their style of play. They can work hard, and that's what really matters at the end of the day when we're talking about Fulham FC. In regards to Chelsea, I think this game is a must-win game. Whether you want to admit that or not, it's just the reality of the situation. Obviously, United's dropped points. Liverpool's dropped points. Man City's dropped points at the end of the day. So a lot of the teams that you're in around, even Brighton's dropped points, I would argue now. So a lot of these teams and that sides that I'm talking about here are sides that are competing for you for that top 5 role. At the end of the day, they've all dropped points. It's now time for Chelsea to pick up those points and start, trying to, gain an edge closer to that top. At the end of the day, these guys are on 17, 18 points if I'm not mistaken, and we are currently, if I'm not mistaken, on 5 or 6 points. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, we are literally 6 points right now, guys. We are on 5 points, and the top of the table right now, Man City is on 18. This is a 13-point gap, guys. 18 minus 5 is 13. So we need to start, closing that gap. You know what I'm saying? So, this is going to be the 7th game of the season. 38 minus 7. There's only 31 games left after this, lads. So we need to start, picking up the form as much as possible as soon as we can. So this is why, again, it doesn't matter what we want to say. If you are trying to aim for the upper spots, the so-called top spots, this is the sort of game where you need to be able to do that at the end of the day. Now, in regards to changes, obviously, we don't have Nicholas Jackson. He's actually already injured with a wrist injury somehow that he got in the game against Brighton in the Carabao Cup 3rd round. So he's not going to be able to play, but he will be. But you probably got a Broha. He's only able to come in for 5 minutes literally in that game. And from what we're hearing from Pochettino too, it's looking like he can only play 20-25 minutes max of football. So he ain't starting either. So at the end of the day, when it looks like that, I'm thinking that, if we are still continuing to play this 4-2-3-1 formation, I'm thinking about how we're gonna play that formation. Now, for me, looking into it, yeah, there's a report that actually came out today from Jacob Steinberg that the reason why Cole was playing left back is to allow Thiago Silva to play football. That's one of the main reasons why we're doing that. Now, hopefully, Pochettino can learn from his lesson, yeah, and you can see, yeah, when you play players in the actual positions and you play the players that can naturally play there, that you get a nice little cooking. You know what I mean? Something works because they're playing in the actual position. So hopefully Pochettino has seen this, he's read this, he's understood this now, and we actually play a back four where we don't play Thiago Silva this game. This is what I want. I want Thiago Silva not to play this game, in my opinion. I want Cole to play as the left centre back, and I want Disasi as the right centre back. I feel like Disasi's been playing quite well. He's been getting a lot of hate in my opinion, which is kind of unnecessary because I feel like he's been playing good football at the end of the day. I feel like the hate that he's been getting is extremely unnecessary. So I want those two there. Obviously, Sanchez is going to be the goalkeeper there. Now, in regards to the right back situation, as you know, Gusto is doing his 3-match ban, so obviously he's not going to be able to play again today. Tomorrow against Fulham. He's already had his first game that he was out for, which is Brighton. So he's only got one more game after this, which is the Burnley game, luckily, and then it's the international break. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I just want him to play. This is what I want him to play as the back four. I think either you play Caicedo there, or Cucurella was looking quite good in that game, playing as the right back there. Play him there as the right back. Disasi, Cole, and then you play Ian Maatsen as your left back. That's what you need to do. Simple as that. You play Ian Maatsen as the left back. I know you haven't played him there your whole time, but you need a left back now. Play him there, right? Play Ian Maatsen there. Play these two of Disasi and what's his name? Levi Cole as your two centre backs, and then you play Cucurella there. If you don't want to play Cucurella, which I personally understand, and maybe you want to play him left back because you see him more as a left back because that's his natural position, then I hear that. Play Cucurella there, left back. And then what you do there is then you just play Caicedo there, in my opinion. You can play Caicedo there, so you have Caicedo, then you have Cucurella, then you have Disasi and Levi Cole Sanchez. That's the back four. Now, in regards to the two-man midfield, I don't want Gallagher to play in this game. Again, I feel like you have to earn this by now. Enzo is not a number 10 role. Play him in his natural position in that pivot. Ugochukwu Enzo, I think, would be a good idea if you want to play Caicedo, who's very experienced in that right back role, as you saw against Brighton. So play Caicedo as the right back there, and then you have Ugochukwu, and then you have Enzo there as the pivot. Alright, and then you've only got 4 more players left that can play that whole section over there. And that, for me, what you do there, you play, you can play, if you want to, either Madueke apparently is back now, so hopefully, if he's outside of the jolting with Pochettino in regards to the stuff that was going on, that he got videoed in, now he wants to probably bring it back. You play either Madueke, Sterling, Palmer, and then who do I play up front? Now, I would say give Devin Washington a chance, in my opinion. But if you don't want to do that, and I can hear that, then what you do, you then play Maatsen as the left winger, Madueke as the right winger, Cole Palmer, and then you play Sterling as the false 9. That's what you do. I think that's a very simple formation, a great idea, and that's what you do. You play Sterling as the false number 9. You then play Maatsen as the left winger, and then if you don't want to play even Madueke, play Cole Palmer there or play someone else there. But I think for me at the end of the day, you're gonna have to probably play Madueke as the right winger. You then play Cole Palmer as the cam. So here we go. This is the formation as I said to you guys before. Sanchez in goal, Caicedo, Disasi, Levi Colwill, and then Cucurella as your left back. You then play a 2 of Ugochukwu, Enzo as your pivot, Cole Palmer is your 10, Ian Maatsen is your left winger, Madueke is your right winger, and then up front you have Raheem Sterling as your false 9. Pretty simple for me, nice and easy formation there. That's probably the lineup pretty much picks itself if you are going that way because of the fact that Jax is not going to be able to play for you for this game, but he will be back for you against Burnley next week. So you at least have your striker back by then, and then obviously it's the best formation considering the players you have. Now, if you want to play Sterling maybe on the wing, then I say give Devin Washington a chance. Let's see what he's made of. Can he handle the heat? Obviously you brought him here. He has played quite a few games for Santos too. So let's try him out. At the end of the day, you've got another striker there that's available for you. Let's see what he can do. Can he cook? Can he not? We'll see at the end of the day. So that's all it is for me, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I'm predicting a Chelsea 1-0 win. We need to win this game. Obviously, local rival. just down the road from the road, down the road from Stafford Bridge, literally one long road, and then all the way to Putney Bridge, and then just literally one left. So one right, and then you're literally at Craven Cottage. So that's pretty much all it is. Like if you know, you know. So listen, local rivalry, gotta beat them 1-0 for me. That's the scoreline I'm predicting. Chelsea 1, Fulham 0, Monday 8 p.m. You're going to be super frank, you know what I mean, on the Monday Night Football show. So it's going to be interesting to watch, to say the least. So it is what it is at the end of the day. But, you know, again, let's just hope we win this. We need to get back to winning ways. We need to get into form. Obviously, you know, the international break is coming up. And obviously, after Burnley, we know the games that are coming up. Arsenal, Brentford, you know, I mean, Man City, or sorry, Man United or Brentford after that. So, you know, the games that keep coming thick and fast. But that's all. But that's the video, guys. Thanks again for watching. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe as always. I'm almost at 1k. Help me, help your boy reach there. As always, I've been your host, the Bridge258. Dedicate your hearts. And as always, please make sure to stay blue.